Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Marvel Select Arachne. So here we have Arachne. If you don't know, Arachne is Julia Carpenter, which was the second Spider-Woman. And this is essentially, she redesigned herself a little bit and became Arachne instead of just being called Spider-Woman. They did make a Marvel Select version of Julia Carpenter's Spider-Woman as an SDCC exclusive a long time ago. I wish I could get that figure, but not only is it hard to find, but it's a bit expensive for what it is, so I decided to just pick this up, despite the fact that I like the original design a bit better. She's a decent figure. She is an older Marvel Select, so she's not great, but she's probably worth picking up. Let's go ahead and zoom with the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Arachne. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Arachne is actually about the same height as Iron Man, but she's still not really in the 6-inch scale because she is supposed to be shorter, and she's just overall, like, scale-wise, she's just a little bit too big, although you could probably make it work. And, of course, she's much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now, let's get everything else out of here and just look at Arachne. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Arachne. Her outfit is pretty much black and white. The white areas have sort of a blue shading to them, and it's almost a bit excessive. I think I would have actually preferred for it to just be solid white, because it's a bit too much blue. But it's just a lot of spidery line work over the black outfit. It's reminiscent of the original Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman outfit, but it's just a bit less white, I guess, is really the only way to put it. She's got one open hand and one fist hand, and that's really all that's going on there. There's not a lot of sculpting going on. It's pretty much just a standard, plain spandex female body, so nothing to really complain about there. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on her head sculpt. Head sculpt-wise, Arachne looks pretty good. The hair is sculpted really nicely, and it flows down over her shoulders there. The top of her face is black and it has white eyes, and then the lower part of her face is sculpted nicely. It's got red lipstick and just sort of standard facial anatomy. Nothing special, but nothing to complain about. Let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Arachne is acceptable, especially considering she is an older Marvel Select figure. She has a ball peg in the neck. It moves around pretty well, and the hair doesn't get in the way too much since it's pretty flexible. Bulgent shoulders, in and out, forward and back. Hinge elbow. She needs a bicep cut or something. Hinge on the wrist. She needs a rotation there as well. She doesn't have anything in the waist or chest, which is unfortunate. She has ball joint hips, but they're pretty limited. They go forward and back in and out a little bit. Single hinge knees and single hinge ankles. She also does have the thigh cut there as well. So you can get her into some poses. She really needs sort of a lot of extra articulation, like in the cut department, and her ball joint hips really need to be able to move more than that, but you can pose her a little bit. Now, Arachne comes with several accessories and pieces to her base and things, so let's go ahead and look at those. Arachne comes with this sort of yellow energy blast here. I assume it's supposed to be the bioelectric blast thing, since it comes with the other Spider-Woman. I wish she came with some of her pink psionic webbing stuff. That would have been really cool, but I guess this is okay. Just clips onto her wrist. I'll probably actually end up using it for some other character, but it's still a cool little thing. And then you get her base. And honestly, this whole assortment here is like really good value, because you're essentially getting like 3 halves of other figures. They're unarticulated, but you get 3 Hydra soldiers in varying poses. One of them's aiming, one of them's drawing, and the other one looks like he's just been shot. And then you get these sort of stairs here. They have a peg here for Spider-Woman to peg into, and then you get this little sort of fire here that's got the Hydra logo on it. Overall, it's a pretty cool base. It honestly takes up too much space for me to really use, but it's a neat little thing, and I kind of have the Hydra soldiers just placed randomly throughout my Avengers display. So it's a nice little cool thing to get. Now that wraps it up for Arachne and all of her accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Arachne comes in the standard Marvel Select packaging. Marvel Select, Arachne, big window here. I think that's the Omega Flight logo down there at the bottom. You got your spine artwork there. And on the back description, picture of the figure and other figures that are available, the Skrull Multi-Pack and Punisher. I don't have either one of these, and they're both things that I might pick up, but are not high on my priority list. If I ever get them, I'll review them. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Arachne. Alright, that wraps it up for Arachne, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos.
Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.